Alright, this is Andrew with Go to Home Inspections. Today is January 2nd, 2025. We're doing a sewer scope here in Layton. We're at 2166 Kayscreek Drive, and we have the camera pushed out 110 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. And it looks like a good connection there. But then right off the bat, it looks like your lateral line sits a little bit lower than the nose on, and so you'll see that you have standing water. You never want to have standing water like this because waste can settle and create a sticky spot where it can create a blockage where it backs up towards the house. So not ideal. The only way to fix bad grade like that would be to dig it up and change the slope. This is PVC pipe. This is what they use on most new construction. A little bit of standing water through here as well. And this is a belly. This isn't, if you had roots at the other end of it, that would be better because if you clean the roots out, there's a good chance it would drain. With this, it was clear on the other end, and so this is simply bad grade. Enough that it's covering my camera head, but looks like not much higher than that, so in either case not ideal, but definitely not the worst that I've seen. You can get insurance on the line through Home Serve. It's pretty inexpensive, but they would come and clear any blockages if it does back up, and then if you have enough problems they'll cover up to $10,000 on a repair. So I like Home Serve. This is how you want your line to look. No standing water, nice and clean, no roots, no offsets where the pipes have moved. So again, looks like we're going into another belly. I thought that might be an offset where the pipe had slipped, but there's no lip right there. Looks like just this foot or two holding some water. Now we're transitioning to ABS, which is that black plastic. Trying to see if there's a sewer access point. Usually when you transition from ABS to PVC, there it is. Right on the top of the pipe. As I start to go into water, look at the top of the pipe and you can see the access point. So somewhere right outside the foundation you have an access point as well. I always scope from the basement so that we see what's under the basement slab as well. If we went from outside we'd miss this 45 feet. But now we're going through ABS, which is what's under the house and in the house. One issue with ABS is that sometimes the glue joints can crack. And so sometimes I'll find corrosion on ABS lines, and in this house most of it's concealed in the walls. There's a little bit that we can see in the basement, but most of it's concealed. This is looking good. No standing water through here so far, and this is really where you want to have good grade. At least when you have bad grade out in the yard, you can dig it up and you're digging up grass, maybe a little bit of sidewalk. But if you have bad grade under your basement slab, you have to open up the finished area and dig into the basement to access it. So great that you have good grade there. So just to recap, you have a mix of ABS and PVC, couple bellies where it was holding some water. Really not that much waste in the bellies, which is a good sign. I'd recommend getting the insurance if you don't proactively dig it up, but I would also ask the seller if they haven't experienced backups. That's definitely a good sign. I'm going to end this recording now.